Hi Tauruses, how are you? This is Shooting Stars Tarot. Welcome to your September reading. Go ahead and get started. I've been shuffling, so I'm going to make this pretty quick. Messages, advice, and guidance for Tauruses in life and love. What are the messages, advice, and guidance for Tauruses this year in life and love? I don't know what it is about Aries and Tauruses, but we're kind of like the best friends of the zodiac. I don't know, Tauruses, if you have Aries in your life. I don't know. It's like we're both initiators. You're more grounded. I don't know. It makes a great team. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because I have a lot of friends that are Taurus. And we get along famously. Famously. I love it. We do really make a great team. Okay, I'm taking these because they are really trying to pop out. Like, it's crazy. All right, what do we have? I don't even know what order they're in, but man, did they want to be heard. Like I said, I don't even know what order they wanted to be in. But let's just do it, because they were jumping. Okay, all right. So for starters, when we have the Queen of Wands on the bottom of the deck, we know base level this could be an Aries that you're dealing with or an Aries that is in your life. But they are angry. They are discontent. They don't want to talk, all right? But what I think needs to happen, if we're talking about them as like a separate person from you, is that for you, Tauruses, you need to realize that they are going through something that's kind of on its last leg. Like they're wrapping something up. So it's contributing to their emotional instability. So this could have been a demeaning relationship or like a codependent relationship, or there's could be an abuse going on here, or like just an overbearing, controlling personality. So I think if that's the type of reading that we're going to do here, okay, if that's the person in your life, just know it's almost over for them. All right, they're going to be feeling fine. They're just kind of like feeling out of control and they don't really want to talk about it. So you just kind of like need to let them breathe through it. Okay, so 1, 2. This could be you taking on this energy. All right? So we don't want you to be taking on this energy, Tauruses, if this is you, because this is a card of someone that's angry, someone that feels out of control, someone that doesn't feel like they have control over their destiny or over their life or what's happening next. And Tauruses, that's not a comfortable place for you, right? Not at all. In fact, Aries can deal with that energy better because they just flip it right around and all of a sudden it's like they can just be back in control if they want to. Like an Aries being like this is a choice. A Taurus being like this, right? It's going to take more work to feel like you don't like feeling out of control. You're an earth sign. Okay, you like feeling grounded. You like feeling stable. You like comfort. You like the creature comforts of life. Soft things, nice living environments. And not only that, this is why I think this is impacting you. I really feel like this is somebody else in your life, not you. But if this is somebody else in your life, it's also going to impact you this way because you care so deeply about them. Okay, enough of that. Let's talk about what is going to happen. You're going to get the Judgment card here. This is the 20th out of 1 major arcana cards. The major arcana cards form when you look at from 0 all the way to 1. All right, there's actually 2 major arcana cards. That is a whole cycle of something. A cycle of a relationship, a cycle of a life, like a phase, like you're in your high school years or you're in your college years and then you get a career, right? So you're getting close to the end of a cycle in your life. So what is this cycle? Do we know? But we don't know. You know, I don't know. But what we do know is, Tauruses, the Judgment is the second to last major arcana card. You're getting ready to wrap up the cycle. These are the signs and the signals, the Judgment, the final, the last Judgment. These are the signs and signals that tell you that it's okay to let this cycle end, right? It's okay to let this love of our life leave, or it's okay to realize that our kids are going to college and we're going to be empty nesters, or it's okay to feel weird about moving from one house to the next because you really are going to miss the old house, right? It's okay. So these are kind of signs and signals that lead you in the right direction because they're telling you, come this way, go this way. So And this comes at a perfect time. You need this, Taurus, because if I remember last month, you were very much feeling like this churning, like you were getting ready to make a move, but you weren't ready yet. So here now, finally, you have the answers. And if you look at this diagonal here, it's very clear that you have the answers. It's also very clear that you needed them, which we already know from last month's reading. So now remember, you can take a deep breath because you're getting the answers. And what does that bring you? Solace, calmness. It has a calming effect. You look, she's evenly balancing these bowls of water, and in the tarot deck, water represents, first of all, water signs. Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but it also represents our emotions. So she's able to balance, stand on firm ground like she is. She's standing on, there's nothing more strong on the earth's crust than a rock, right? So she's firmly, which you need, you're a Taurus, you're an earth sign, you need that firm foundation. You need that structure. You need that certainty. You don't deal well in the realm of emotional states. You just need the certainty. So you look, she's now firmly planted and able to balance her emotions and proceed down the path that she is being led. If you notice, stone stairs. Okay. Now, so we have that storyline. We also have Justice and Five of Wands. So Justice being reversed, it's the eighth major arcana card, and it has to do, when it's reversed, of things not going our way. We're not getting what we want, right? We don't like the way that feels. And we don't like the way it feels because we have the Five of Wands. This is a card of having an internal battle. But the beauty of this being an internal battle as opposed to an external battle is that you can choose, Tauruses, how to react emotionally. The Queen of Cups is the card of Cancer. Cancers, as we know, are kind of the mothers of the zodiac, the caretakers. She is known, now this doesn't only have to mean Cancer, but it could represent a water sign. But this card is known for loyalty, kindness, caring, gentleness, softness, right? She is the motherly figure. But as you will notice, this common theme, Tauruses, of her being in touch with her emotions. You see how she's touching the water here? Spiritually in touch with them, but she's also grounded by sitting on this rock. So, this offers you a choice. You're seeking an answer. You don't get what you want. You're feeling good because at least there's an answer. At least there's a direction. But it's not what you wanted. The card of Libra. Libra is, if this were upright, I would say you're getting what you want. Because if you see the scales here, this is justice being served. This is balance. This is equality. Nope, not in this case, not for you. And it bothers you, it bothers you, it bothers you. Five of Wands, internal battle. But it still offers you a choice. How emotional do I want to be about this? Do I want to let it ruin a day, ruin a week? Or would I feel more comfortable, which you would, Taurus, being on firm ground? Would I feel more comfortable standing on the ground, sitting on the rock, as opposed to jumping in the water? The answer is yes for you, Tauruses. So, what does that mean now? You have your answer. Four of Cups reversed. I'm going to show a different Four of Cups. Where's the deck? Everybody knows the Four of Cups. Four of Cups means there's people all around you offering emotional support. Emotional love, support, warm feelings, camaraderie. Yep. All these people all around you. But when this card is upright, it's not for you, but I'm going to tell the story of it upright. All these people, I'm here to help, I'm here to help. You want this, you want that? Here, let's make him happy. Let's make her happy. I'm here to help, I care, I love you. I love you. Right? Look what an asshole he's being, sitting there with his arms crossed. I don't want any of it. I don't need any of you. I don't want anything you have to offer. So this is a card of apathy, boredom, carelessness with others' emotions. So it's actually, and I like this depiction too, because this kind of depicts also that The universe, it's not only people offering. The universe, God, spirit, whatever it is, all right, is actually trying to offer you stuff too. The universe is actually trying to offer you something too, and you're not taking it. Now, don't get carried away, because remember, this month, this card for you is reversed. So when it's reversed, you do take it. You do recognize that someone is offering you something and that they do care. That's what this answer is. That's this decision. You're deciding to remain practical and pragmatic about this not going your way, because maybe it needed to go their way, and maybe that's okay, right? Maybe it's a happier rate of return for them to be happier than if you had gotten your way. And I think there's this empathy that's taking place this month for you. And what it actually does is it brings you recognition. This is Three of Pentacles. Remember, pentacles represent earth signs in the tarot. Something practical, money, something like wood or metal, or something that can be built or used to build. So we like to think of them as a coin, right? Technically, we like to always view them as a coin because you can stack them up pretty easily. So look at him adding his newfound coin. You can also think of this as a job well done and getting recognized. So this is a card of recognition. This is a card of accolades, but also getting rewarded for it with something tangible. See him? I built this. They hired me to commission. They commissioned me to build this, and now I'm putting the last piece in. Now everyone's going to get to enjoy this window, and I get to get paid, right? It's kind of that concept. So this is called leveling up, getting recognized. For what? Oh, maybe letting somebody else win. Maybe understanding that they cared. They care. And just that recognition, just that answer alone brings you emotional peace. They care. Maybe that's why they're so pissed, right? Okay, if that's the case, right? Maybe it's because they're so pissed. It's because they care. Now, again, the common same theme, Three of Wands. This is a card of waiting for your ships to come in. You've done everything you can do, because remember in the tarot, wands represent fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and they represent action. So you have done everything you can do in this case. You've hiked to the top of the mountain, and you can't take one step forward, or else you walk yourself off the cliff. So you have to stand there and accept the lush beauty that is this sunset and wait. This is a card of having patience, because good things come to those who wait, right? And in the meantime, you're accepting the beauty before you. And that brings you peace. All right, I'm going to pull some high-level outcome messages. And then we're going to get into your extended reading. If you want the extended reading, that link is below. Just click on it. It brings you right to the page where you can buy it. In the extended, we also do high-level spiritual cards relating to this scenario. And then we also do oracle card. Okay. A beautiful, in-depth, deep oracle card. All right. Diane Virtue's romance cards. All right. High-level outcome, advice and guidance for Tauruses for high-level outcome, advice and guidance for Tauruses in number. Okay. So, look, this is calling for you to back down a little bit. And not so much in terms of in somebody's face, right? I don't think this has to do with backing down to somebody else. I think this has to do with backing down on your own expectations of where the reward is, of where the celebration point is. Now, I say that specifically because this Four of Pentacles has to do with withholding. Okay, it has to do with saving money, retreating from our friends. Or see how they're like, come on, let's go hang out. And he's like, no, I can't afford it. No, I don't have any money. I can't do anything. And I don't want to socialize. It's even fall. They're cold. Like he's literally icing them out. So this has to do with, I think, you backing down not around towards the people in your life. And it depicts that here, yes. But I think this has to do sitting next to the Four of Wands, which is a card of celebration and camaraderie. Okay, this is often called the wedding card. But it's reversed. So I think backing down of the expectations of what will bring you happiness. And that's what actually brings you happiness, is being happy now. All right? Doing a good job now, working hard now, caring now, right? Forgiving now. That's where the accolades comes. And it actually brings you a great deal of self-fulfillment. Okay, this is a card of independence, success, health, vitality. But she's alone because we cannot be with somebody until we are already like this on our own. Only then can we bring someone else into our life, right? Okay, I'm going to get into the extended. That link's below, and we'll go from here. All right, I love you, Tauruses. Bye.